Welcome, and thank you for clicking on this video. Today, we're going to check out the Ibanez Mezzo medium scale sound gear style bass. Let's check it out. Firstly, I want to apologize for the noise. My neighbor is building a garage today, and it just unfortunately coincided with filming day. But let's get on to the bass. This is the Ibanez Mezzo medium scale sound gear bass. It is a 32-inch scale bass measured from saddle to nut. This bass features a poplar body, bolt-on construction to a maple neck, and depending on the color you want, it comes in a maple fretboard as well as a Jatoba fretboard. I think the matching headstock color with the body is a nice touch. And unlike some of the other sound gear models, this one comes with kind of this pearloid style, more vintage looking pickguard that I think looks quite nice. This bass has a PJ pickup configuration. It's a single coil bridge J bass, humbucker P style bass neck pickup, and this has a 9-volt active preamp. There's the battery cavity in the back. So the controls are master volume, pickup blend, bass boost and cut, treble boost and cut. This bass has the usual sound gear tilt back headstock design, sound gear style tuners, and run-of-the-mill Ibanez style adjustable bridge. This particular bass is pretty lightweight, and this one weighs in at 7 pounds and 13 ounces. Let's check out some of the sounds we can get from this. Let's start with the master volume all the way up, and we'll put the pickup blend in the middle. And these controls all have center detents to them. We'll start with a preamp in the neutral position, so no boost or cut. Let's hear the neck pickup. Let's roll it back and let's just solo the bridge J pickup. And it's definitely a single coil because you can hear that single coil hum. Let's put the pickups back to the middle and let's hear the preamp. Now, this bass is pretty hot to begin with, but with the bass boosted and the treble boosted, it gets even hotter. So I'm going to turn the volume down here on my Line6, just to avoid some clipping. So both pickups in the middle, master volume all the way up. Let's try with the bass boosted, about a quarter turn or so. Let's move the bass back to the neutral position and let's cut the treble a little bit. Try to get a tubbier sound. Now let's try boosting both the bass and the treble on the preamp to kind of get that really modern, scooped out, wiry sound. Let's now hear this bass in the context of a drum track so we can hear how the different sounds sit with the drums. To best appreciate the sonic differences, quality headphones or speakers are recommended. Let's give it a listen. Well, I hope you enjoyed that playing example. Please let me know what you thought of the tones by leaving a comment below. My assessment. I think overall, for the asking price of about 330 US dollars or so, and in Canadian dollars, these are selling for about 450, 460 Canadian dollars before taxes. I think this represents a pretty good value for an entry-level bass. This bass could find a home for people who find a 34-inch scale to be a bit too much reach and are looking for a really lightweight bass to gig with that has a variety of usable sounds, but balances pretty well and is easier on the back. That's actually who I think this bass is for. It's for those people who don't want to go all the way down to a 30-inch scale, but still retain some of the sounds and tones of a full-scale bass, but in a slightly shorter version that's easier to play. Good things about this bass. I think it looks pretty nice. This particular one has a nice kind of aqua sparkle finish. I like the addition of the vintage style pickguard, and the matching headstock is a really nice touch. I think this neck is very comfortable to play, but if you come from the Fender world and you're more used to a P or J style bass, this neck may feel a little bit on the tiny side to you. In terms of the fit and finish, I think overall this bass is pretty well built. However, this particular bass came with several uneven frets. Some frets being rounder on the top and some frets being flatter on the top. And on this particular bass, on the 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th fret, especially up on the G string, there were some uneven spots up here that kind of play differently than the others. The other thing I will say is the tonality and the timbre of the A string sounds quite a bit different than that of the D string. And if you listen to the playing examples, what I found is the A string sounds quite a bit muddier and tubbier compared to the tone of the D string. I think by far the most rate limiting step on this bass is going to be the electronics. The pickups themselves sound okay. The bridge pickup kind of lacks a bit of kind of body and that quacky articulation one typically associates with a bridge single coil J pickup. So this J pickup just sounds a bit on the anemic side to me, especially soloed. But I think the preamp is the biggest rate limiting step here. I think overall the preamp is a bit on the noisy side, especially if you boost the treble. But for my ears, I find this preamp kind of puts a bit of a blanket over the tone and makes the whole thing sound a little kind of murkier or muddier. I'm used to hearing passive basses, so this preamp I think makes the bass sound less open. The last thing I'll say is, if you're looking for kind of a Fender style tone or a more rounder kind of so-called vintage style tone, I'm not quite sure like a Soundgear style bass will always get you there. You might get closer with a different set of strings, but with the Darrow XL Nickels, this bass sounds decidedly modern. And if that's what you're going for, then this will deliver. But if you're looking for a more kind of Fender-y type tone, I don't think this gets there. But overall, if you're looking for a medium scale, 32-inch scale bass that's easy on the back and balances pretty well and gets you a variety of different tones, this could be it. If you're looking for more Fender-y style tones, maybe not. Thanks so much for watching this video. I'll catch you next time. Peace.